Hello, my name is Paula Hernandez. I'm a research instructor in the Department of Orthopedic Surgery at UT Southwestern in Dallas, Texas. My research focuses on chondrocyte mechanotransduction affecting cytoskeleton and the extracellular matrix in response to mechanical stimulation. I'm also studying differences between males and females in these fundamental cellular events that could explain the predisposition of women to osteoarthritis. My journey in orthopedics started late, actually, during my postdoctoral training. It has been non-traditional and sometimes a bit bumpy. After earning my PhD in cell biology and neuroscience from the University of Chile in Santiago, I moved to the US and I worked with Dr. Soon Kyung Lee in the University of Connecticut. She was the one bringing me to the field of orthopedics, and her enthusiasm and patience made a positive impact in my career and the start of my interest in orthopedics. After that, my family and I moved to England, and I was lucky enough to work with Dr. Fran Henson and Dr. John Wardale at the University of Cambridge, where I worked in cartilage biology. And those were the best 2 years of my life. Then back in the US, I worked with Nadine Chahine in New York. Nadine was an incredible example of women's power. I learned so much from her. She introduced me to the ORS, and she has been a constant support ever since. Last year, I was lucky enough to enter in the ORS mentorship program, and I was paired up with Dr. Magali Cucciarini, and she has been fantastic. Her mentorship made a difference when I needed it the most. I was having a hard time, but she helped me believe in myself and keep going forward. And finally, right now, my current mentors, and this happened recently, are Dr. Carl Weiss and Jonathan Rios at UT Southwestern. Both are great scientists and amazing people, so I hope to keep their mentorship for a long time. So about challenges, one of my major challenges that I've had in the past few years has been scientific isolation. I was used to work with in a group of scientists where we all brainstormed together, we exchanged ideas, we criticized each other, and it hasn't unfortunately been the case in here. So that's a problem that slows down a career and also affects emotionally. But here's where the ORS made a difference, because every year I looked forward to attending ORS. I learned so much from others. I listened to great science. I interacted with peers. I came back to the lab full of ideas. It was very exciting for me. And also they paired me up with Magali, which made a real difference. So I'm very thankful for the ORS. And this year, it was a great year. It happened in Dallas. It was the inflection point for me. I was very fortunate to participate in an outreach event called Open Door. We did it for underrepresented middle and high school students, and it was fantastic. I met so many people. I felt part of a community. It actually opened doors for me as well. So it was an incredible experience. And I also, this year, I co-organized a symposium about sex differences in cartilage. And that went pretty well. I connected with other scientists that had similar questions as me. And I really hope that this will be the beginning of several collaborations. And I truly hope to keep being involved in the ORS and to give back to that wonderful community for the years to come. And that's my favorite part of ORS, being a part of a community and the science behind it. About career goals. So my career goal is to make a difference in people's lives through science, and to help make a difference in education, giving opportunities to those that don't have them. For these, I wish to work in an enriching and collaborative environment that nurtures those goals. And that brings us to diversity and inclusion. Well, in nature, diversity is crucial for survival. So we humans are not clones. We are diverse. We have diverse backgrounds. We live in diverse areas. And therefore, we have a diverse array of needs in many aspects, including health, right? So if we want to effectively reach medical milestones and research milestones, we should incorporate diversity and inclusion all in medicine, in research, and most of all in the pillar and foundation of knowledge, which is education. So to me, diversity is a necessity. I think that different people are exposed to different backgrounds and they generate different ideas, and that's how science gets more enriched. Um, about my personal interests, I love bird watching and gardening with an ecological purpose. I also love spending time with my family, my husband and my kid, and my dog. They're my biggest supporters, actually. And finally, my personal advice to new investigators in the field. So be passionate, enjoy what you do, believe in yourself, or at least try to. I know it can be difficult sometimes. And as someone told me once, reach out to many people. Some will not answer, but some will. And that will make a difference in your career.